Welcome everyone. This is our second episode in our GDPI interview series. And today we have Dr. Aastha Ganjoo. Yes, Dr. Aastha. So, one of the diverse profiles that we had last year in our batch. And when we talk about the diversity, non engineer, non commerce students, so she is one of them. So, without wasting any time, let me ask Aastha, how are you feeling today?
I am great. I think one always anticipates and motivates themselves thinking that one day they'll be on the other side. So I've watched millions of these interviews to motivate myself on the low days. So I'm hoping that it feels great to be on the other side, and I'm hoping that someone does benefit from this as well.
I'm hoping the same too. So I really hope that this interview is going to help a lot of students who are preparing for their symbiosis interview as well. So how has been your experience so far at SIBM Pune?
It's been great. I think I did not anticipate, I did not even imagine that so many doors and possibilities will open up when you get into a top college. And being from a diverse profile and not having seen or heard about MBAs as such, I did not realize the importance of top 20 colleges. After coming here and rubbing shoulders with India's best talents and having so many opportunities open up, it really feels like a new life. So that's how I'll sum it up.
Glad to hear that. So, okay, can you tell us a little more about your profile in brief?
Right.
So what is this diverse profile that we have with you now?
Right. So I finished my BDS in 2018, and BDS is a Bachelor of Dental Sciences. And so it is a 5-year course. And as we all know that Beyond specializes to become a dentist, and you have other fields of opportunities open up. So the diversity factor over here is that people after this usually choose to do a master's or open their own clinics, or max to max go towards the hospital and healthcare management degree. Very rarely that people are aware and think about doing an MBA. So that makes such profiles very interesting, because not only it adds diversity to the batch, it also gives a different perspective to the batch when they are having lectures, etc. And even in case competitions, you bring in a different perspective altogether, even in the corporate and business setup. What I was not aware about, and I would like to tell people who are non-engineers, that MBA values diversity, corporates value diversity. And this is something that if you've not thought about doing, you must think about at least once, consider if your personality aligns with an MBA. So that's all from my end for now.
All right. So tell us a little more about your GDPI experience at the SIBM. Which rounds did you face and what exactly did you face in those rounds? So how was the experience?
Right. SIBM's experience was one of the most unique for SIBM Pune. A unique GDPI and what experience. The what I remember was some sort of newspaper clipping which was kept over there, and it did not make, it wasn't a very simple topic. It was just some random newspaper clipping with a very random headline, and you had to kind of integrate that with one line they had given and create a what in just 10 minutes, around approximately 300 words of writing. And here they were trying to see how you're able to kind of align yourselves with very spontaneously with what's given, and get different perspectives and be able to put up a coherent structured what. After this, we had a GE, and the GE was again a very interesting and different experience, where we had 8 photos on screen, and in a group of say 8 to 9 members, we had to collectively decide which 4 photos do we want to pick and create a story around them. So 8 disconnected photos, and in a group at that point of time, you decide and come to a conclusion. Here's where they check your team skills. Are you able to lead without enforcing yourself? And are you able to collectively conclude a discussion without enforcing yourself or being too submissive with your inputs? And then going to the PI, the first minute of PI was an extempore, where they gave a one-liner, a problem statement, and they said, you have 1 minute to think about it, and then 1 or 2 minutes to give a solution to this business situation. So that's again thinking on your feet and coming up with something innovative or something that grabs the interviewer's mind. And because the same panel is taking your PI, it was a perfect way to set an initial impression and leave that mark that, yes, I'm that candidate who stands out and you can take it forward. I remember my extempore topic was that you run a production line. You are a manager and the production line is cosmetics, which has a new line is coming in 1 week. You've already announced it, already spent all your marketing budget on the promotion, but your sales manager is telling you that the production is now delayed. So you have 1 week, the production is not going to come in 1 week. What would you do? So there I gave an idea of that we can make some sort of exclusivity hype, and whatever the number of amount that we have, people don't know how much we have ordered. So just on the second day, say that, okay, now stocks are out and pre-order. So they asked that, is this ethical? So I said yes, because I did not lie about anything. Stocks are out. We are out of stocks. And so it's completely ethical. So they had a good laugh on that. And that's with the bang with that, my PI started. So PI again is the general PI, which they'll ask about yourself, your interview, your background. And that's, I think, more or less similar for everybody.
Okay. And as far as I remember, please correct me if I'm wrong, you were someone who struggled with the preparation of the current affairs a lot. And we know how current affairs are important for your GDPI preparation, because almost in every interview, every other interview, you are asked something out of it. So how did you actually manage that part when you were preparing for the GDPI? I know it was a challenge for you.
I remember being very out of context with everything that's happening in the business world, because I had just come out of a very different background. And even the few months of preparation I had, I was very immersed in studying the theoretical concepts and not the newspapers. And I remember coming to you and being like, ma'am, I don't know anything in GK. What do I do? So I think what you had told me, what ABA mentors had told me, putting out a list of all the important topics, going through all of it. It's okay if you haven't read before. I will not say leave it to the last moment like I did, but I think even in a month, it's an enough time if you have a structured mentorship and guidance, or if you are disciplined enough to kind of actually follow through and read up on everything. So just spare an hour or two daily if you have lesser time, and go through everything that's important and upcoming, and maybe ask someone who's a mentor, because what happens is sometimes we don't know what's important. There is so much happening around. So a mentor is someone who can actually guide you in that process, that okay, do these topics, these 10 topics, and for now, and you're good to go for at least the basics.
Okay, so if I ask you to leave one message for all the students who are preparing this year, either with any institute or on their own, so any message for them while preparing specifically for the SIBM Pune?
I think believe in yourself, because I was very underconfident. And I remember giving you frantic calls before when my list, I was not expecting I'll be called. So when I had that call come out, I remember leaving you very frantic calls and everything. And even the night before my PI, I was telling caution, so please get on a call with me and just give me that confidence boost. So if you do not have such amazing people who give you that confidence boost, just believe in yourself and keep reminding yourself that you can do it. And if you have a strategy in place, and if you just trust that, stick to it, keep refining it as per your needs, and just stick to it, and do your best, and just trust things that will fall into place sooner or later.
That's an amazing message, I would say, for everyone. So whether you are preparing with a mentor, so please bug your mentor a lot regarding these things. And if you're preparing on your own, you are preparing yourself, you're looking out for the resources out there. So be self-disciplined, because that is really important, and have a strategy in place, just like Aastha mentioned right now. And if you want to join ED's GDPI course, so you have the group's link in the description box. So please connect. And if you're preparing on your own, all the best to you for the SIBM Pune interview. I'm sure that you're going to do well. All right, Aastha, thank you for joining today. And
Most welcome.
thank you so much for sharing your journey with all of us. I am sure that it is going to help someone out there. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.